Welcome to your November lower body strength training program. And this one's all about the deficit exercises. So deficit being that we're going to work in a deeper range of motion, especially for the first exercise and the last exercise. What you're going to need for your equipment is as follows: a barbell and or heavy dumbbells, a chair or a bench, and of course you'll need a step or a stool just to have a little bit of height as we work in the deficit range of motion. Okay, so we're working the lower body. This can be very dynamic in terms of cardio as well, so be prepared for a little bit of sweat in this one. And let's train quads, glutes of course, and hamstrings as well. All right, so we're gonna get started. You are warmed up for sure. You've done some bodyweight squats, maybe some hip bridges, some light cardio maybe just to get the heart rate up a little bit as well. And remember, we're working in the 10 rep range, so you wanna have adequate weight, so you're challenging yourself to the very last rep. All right, so the first set of work, you need one heavy dumbbell and or a kettlebell if that's what you have and you want to use. You're going to use your step, one dumbbell only. We're going to step onto the bench, all right? Feet very close to the edge. We're going to do a deficit touchdown squat with a hip hinge. 10 on one side, 10 on the other. Only one exercise at a time on this one, so it's not a superset combined with another exercise, okay? We're going to get started. We bring it down. 1, we drive it up. 2, I like to touch down and drive it up. 3, chest lifts and come on up. Nice and wide. 4 and up. You can have your hand on thigh if you want to. That could help you really support yourself if you need. Yep, keep coming. 6, drive it up. 7, touchdown lift, nice and tall. 8, nice and strong. You've got 2 more. 9, drive it up. Last one, 10 and up. Beautiful. Step across, change arms, change legs. We're going. 10 and up. 9. Remember, you want to touch down on this one. 8, and push off the leg on the bench. You got it. 6, press up. 5, all the way. 4, hand on thigh if you need it. 3, you've got it. Keep this foot anchored. 2, drive it up. Last one, down and up. Whew. All right, good. So I'm not combining that with any other exercise. This is kind of like a primer, if you want to look at it that way. We're getting the heart rate up. We're generating a lot of energy through the lower body. And of course, posture working as well. So catch your breath. And maybe adjust the weight. Remember, you want something heavy enough. A kettlebell works really well here because the touchdown is easier because of the shape of the kettlebell. So it might be something that you want to consider if you do have one. Otherwise, a very heavy dumbbell works well too. All right, let's get ready. Back to work. Feet solid on your bench. Remember, just a couple of inches off the floor. And then you want to tip forward, so it's a hinge and a squat at the same time. Ready? We're off. 1, and I push off that standing leg. 2, drive it up. Keep that arm straight. 3, press up. 4, drop and push. 5, press your knees out and rise. 6, you got it. 7, nice and dynamic. 8, so good. Is it touching down? Make sure it does. 9, oh yeah, one more time. 10 and up. Nice. Travel across. Switch legs, we're off. 1, want to keep this rolling in this second set of work. 2, 3, and rise. 4, and stand. 5, I'm squeezing my glutes tall here at the top. 6, go get it. 7, 3 to go. 3, drive it up. 2, push it up. Last one. And let's go for one more. Down and up. Good job. All right. I don't know about you, but heart rate's cranked up a little bit. Nothing crazy, but enough to get me going and to get the legs feeling nice and warm. We're gonna have one more set of these. Catch your breath, walk around, and remember, just so you see from the side, when I come down, there is a hinge position as I come up nice and tall. So it's a squat and a hinge, all right? And depending on how high, especially if you're using a stool, you might really have to hinge a little bit more depending on the height of your step or your stool, okay? Here we go. One more set of this dynamic deficit work. And then we're gonna be working in isolation for our glutes. Here we go. Step up, set yourself, feet hip width apart. Weight in hand, opposite. We're ready. 10, drive it up. 9, all the way. 8, keep it coming. 7, and push. 6, tall. 5, I love this. Come on, let's go. 4, strength training, but in a dynamic way. 3, 2, let's go get it. Down and up. Travel across, go. 10, stand tall. Let's go. And 8, are you hinging forward? 7, push off the standing leg. Let's go. 6, yep. 5, and push. 4, and stand. 3, keep it coming. 2 to go. Down, up. Last one. Down and up. Perfect. All right, enough to get that heart rate up as we focus on our second set of work, which is the good morning and the single leg sit to stand. It's gonna be a lot more focused work. This was much more dynamic. The last set of work will be equally dynamic with lunges. So for now, you don't need the bench. You can put it aside. You'll need your chair, not too far, and you can use barbell or dumbbells. Super important that you don't overload the barbell, especially when it comes to this exercise. It's a very hip-dominant exercise, a hip hinge, and then a rise, and it's called a good morning. So we're gonna start with dumbbells that are placed right at the shoulders, and then I'll show you how to do it with the barbell. Again, 10 rep range. From there, we're gonna do the single leg sit to stand, where you need your chair, and we're isolating one glute at a time. So here we go. Grab your dumbbells. They could be fairly heavy, but you wanna make sure they're comfortably placed right at your shoulders. So they're really sitting at the top of my shoulders, okay? Elbows are down, feet are hip width apart, not super wide. I'm going to tip from the hip, and then I'm gonna come back up. That's 1, so just rest them there. Down, 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 that's 2. I'm tipping from the hip, keeping my shins parallel at all times, so my shins don't move. 4, and up. What you wanna do is really feel that stretch. 5, in the hamstrings, and then the glutes, all right? 6, tip, 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 take a bow, look up at the crowd. Keep coming, yes. 8, sink, 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 knees are soft. 9, shift your hips back. And one more time, 10, down, up, up. Good, perfect. Weights go down. We're gonna come close to our chair. We're gonna be doing the single leg sit to stand, one leg at a time. You're gonna have a seat. You're gonna place your feet on the floor. You can come up to stand, make sure you're there in position. Lift one leg up or keep a light tap, but really load the standing leg. Arms extended, make sure your chair's behind you. We sit 1, drive it up. 2, pick it up. 3, and up we come. You can tap in between each rep. 4, come on up, keep that heel down. Adjust if you have to make sure that the chair is in the right position. Yep, keep going. Woohoo, such a challenge this one. Come on. 3 more reps on this leg. 2 more. Last one, down and up. Way to work the glutes and the hamstrings. Set it up for the other side. I like to sit down first so I know I'm in a right position. My chair's not too far behind me. I stand. I focus. The other leg will not feel the same. We know this already. Let's go get our weaknesses and strengthen them. Control. 1. Think about pressing your knee out. 2. I like to have my hands here, but there's nothing saying that you can't have them here. 3. You choose. I just like to counterbalance. 4. Pick it up. 5. This is such focused work. 6. Pick it up. Keep that heel down. 7, looks so easy, but it's not. 3 more, you know this. 3, pick it up. 2, drive it up. Final rep, come on, come on. Down and up. Whoo. Hello. Should be feeling that. You want to make sure that you're able to sit and stand on one foot, which is not easy. It requires a lot of glute activation. Make sure the height of your chair or your bench is about knee level, or perhaps even higher if you're having a little bit of a tough time. Another thing that might help is if you have your heel elevated. For example, if you have it on a dumbbell like this, a heel elevated position might in fact help you to get down and up, all right? So you might want to test that out and see what works best for you to challenge yourself, but also to succeed, of course. So grab your break, towel, water, whatever it is that you need to focus on this second set of work, which is very glute and hamstring specific. The good morning, we want to make sure that it doesn't really target our lower back, but really focuses on the stretch of the hamstrings as we come all the way up, okay? Try it with dumbbells, try it with a barbell. I prefer the barbell personally because I just feel more control, but you can choose what is best for you. Second set of work, I will be using my barbell. So here, placing the barbell, upper back, okay? So right about the traps. My feet are hip width apart, so I'm not stepping out wide. This is not a squat. Think about like a deadlift position. Feet right underneath your hips, elbows underneath and underneath the bar. And I'm gonna tip from the hip. 1, and up. Feel that stretch. 2, stretch, stretch, stretch. Hamstrings, come on up. 3, you're taking a bow and driving it up. Remember, the shins remain parallel. 4, tip, 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 take a bow, drive it up. 5, squeeze at the top. 6, take a bow, drive it up. I'm feeling the love in the hamstrings. 7, take your time, bring it up, looking good. 8, 1, 2, 1, 2. 9, 2, 1, 2 to make sure we go on the right tempo. And last one here, 10, down, up, and up. Good job. Bend knees, clean the bar over. All right, as far as the load goes for that one, it'll never be as heavy as a deadlift. It's a different kind of load, so you don't want to go too heavy, but you still want to feel that stretch. All right, single leg sit to stand, setting it up. Here we go. Make sure that chair is close by. I like to make sure I'm sitting first so I feel comfortable. Then I stand. Choose whatever foot you prefer first. Extend that leg. Arms can come forward or here. I'm sitting. 1, 2, notice the foot doesn't move. 3, and there's no rebound, and there's no like plop myself down. 4, I want to control and focus on that single leg. 5, single leg focus, super important. 6, keep that knee tracking. 7, if you need a break, you take it. I know it looks easy. I know that it's not. 8, that's why we keep progressing. 9, but I guarantee you if you do this regularly, you do get better at it. And 10, and up. Whew. All right, glutes on fire. I set myself up. I sit. I stand. Reset the focus. Hands, hands, ready, set. Let's go get it. 1, trust yourself. You'll definitely feel the difference on both sides. This is my weaker side. I feel it already. And balance is more of a challenge for me here. Totally normal. Totally okay. Woo. 4, 5. If it's too difficult to come back up, then come back and stand. And then sit. 6, and then stand. There's always ways to make it user-friendly. 7, 8, come on. Final 2 reps. 9, boom. Go get it. 10, and up. Yes. Well done. Really good. Interestingly enough, heart rate gets up on that one. If you're struggling with the single leg to stand, remember higher bench or higher chair, or single leg to sit, and then both legs to stand up, not a problem. But I do know that the more we do this and the more we practice this skill, the better our bodies can respond and adapt. If we just do it once or twice and then never do it again, of course we're always gonna struggle because it's a skill, right? And eventually we want to come lower and lower and lower. But the single leg focus is so important for training, for life, for walking, for running. And so it's important to isolate one leg at a time, one glute at a time, all right? So you're doing great. Third set of work with the good morning, with a barbell or dumbbells as you choose. Remember the hip hinge. Remember the shins remain parallel. The knees are soft. Brace the core, and then we stand up, okay? So the good morning, one of my favorite exercises, but again, not too heavy in the load, but definitely feeling the stretch in the back of the legs. So let's go get it. You can use the dumbbells right at your shoulders or the barbell in the meaty part of the upper back. Feet hip width apart. We are ready to roll. I'll face you so you see exactly my position. Elbows down. Hold that barbell really tight or the dumbbells. We're off. 1, 2, 2, and 1. At the top of the move, remember, you are squeezing the butt. 3, 2, up, up. 4, 2, drive, up. Come on, wow, let's go get it. 5, up, feel that stretch, squeeze the glutes. 6, trust your body, take a bow, keep the knees soft. 7, push your butt back, drive it up. Good work. 8, butt goes back, hip hinge. 9, keep a tight core brace. And give me that last one, let's go get it. Down, down, up, and up. Beautiful. Release that bar. And let's go get our final round of single leg sit to stand. I know you're thinking like, oh gosh, do I have to do this again? The answer is yes, you do, and you will, because we're doing it together. It's always better together, right? So here, make sure your feet are hip width apart. If you feel any instability, A, it's normal, but B, you can adapt and adjust by putting both feet down as you stand, okay? So here we go. I like to stand up first, as you know, boom. I set up my foot, I'm focusing on this standing leg and this glute that's gonna work. Extend the leg out, bring my arms here or here, and have a seat. 1, and up. 2, focus right in front. Yeah? Woo-hoo. 3, now it's very normal that this final set is gonna be even more challenging. 4, because fatigue is set in, right? 5, let's go get these legs. Boom. 6, I started with my stronger leg. I don't know about you. 7, I always start with the stronger one. I guess it's to build my confidence. 8, but that's okay. 8, remember the choices. Stand up, sit. 9, stand up, always your choice. 10, and rise. Whew. I'm glad it's only 10 reps on that one. Okay, other leg, last lap. Have a seat, refocus. And sometimes you need more of a brain-body connection on one side versus another. Also very normal. So stand up, focus on that foot, anchor that heel, lift up, eye on the prize. Here we go. 1, drive it up, squeeze those glutes. 2, your glutes, the most powerful muscle in your body. Let's go get them. 3, 4, the struggle is real. I know. 5, go get it, come on, push. Yes. 6, you know what that means. 4, let's go. 4, stay up. Sit. 3, stand. 2, try not to plop down. 1 more, I'm talking to myself too. Down, and drive it up. Boom. You know, it's kind of one of those exercises you kind of love and hate at the same time. So I feel you on that. It's not easy, but it is definitely beneficial to work one leg at a time and one glute at a time. So this is a skill you are going to be practicing out throughout the entire month, and you are getting better and better each week. Our final set of work is a deficit lunge, alternate back lunge, using once again your step, all right, or your stool, dumbbells and or a barbell. You can use either or. We're stepping back, we're driving up, we're gonna step back, and we're driving up, okay? So we've got 10, which is 10 alternate, total 20 reps. Heart rate will go up because that's what lunges do, right? So I'm gonna start with the barbell. I'll start with the barbell, why not? And then I'll bring it down to dumbbells. You can hold your dumbbells by your side or hold the barbell right behind your back. Or if lunges are a challenge for you and the deficit is already, difficult enough, then focus on body weight and getting low in the range, because it's all about the deficit this month more than the load, okay? Feet hip width apart, stand tall and proud. I'm stepping back, dropping, driving up, and up we come. Down, drop, up we go. 2, sink, lift, and rise. I like to tap first, then bring my knee down. This allows me to gauge my pace, my place on my foot, and this way here I'm not rushing through it and then just sinking down without control. Okay, let's go get it. 4, drop, lift. Make sure your quad is parallel to the floor. I like to have my back knee down to touch the floor. That be me. Try to go as low as you can go today, and your goal is to try to get lower each week. All right, keep it coming. Whew. Yes, we're going on our 7th rep. Keep it coming. 7, down, up, because this month is all about the deficit work, which allows us really to focus on our range of motion. 8, come on, step back, down, up, step in. 9, I'm very grateful there's another exercise. No, it's just this one, right? One more time, go, because the heart rate's up. 10, up and in, back, 10, up and in. Nice, step off, whew, and take a quick breather here. So really dynamic. If lunges are more of a challenging exercise, maybe it's because of an injury you've had or whatever the case might be, feel free to not do it with the deficit, which means no stool, body weight only, back stepping lunges, and progress from there from week to week. All right, so the deficit definitely adds, it levels it up a little bit more. It's much more difficult because we're working in a deeper range of motion, so it becomes a harder exercise. So be mindful of that, pace yourself, maybe start with no deficit, and then from week to week, progress, bring in the deficit, bring in the weights, and try to just up it from week to week so you get stronger and stronger. All right, whew. Break time is over. Second set of work. I'm gonna use the dumbbells on the second set, showing you how we can do this. Heavy set of dumbbells is all good because we are working the power engines of our body, our legs. And really, honestly, in this exercise, you are working quads, you're working glutes, you're working hamstrings too, and inner and outer thigh. There's like everything working in this lunge. So you're setting up nice and tall. Feet hip width apart. Let's go get it. Down, up and down. Step back, drop, lift, and down. Nice tap, then a sink, then a drive off of the standing leg. Down. Let's go get it. 3rd rep. 3, down, up. Remember the choices. If it becomes too difficult, you can lose the weights and just focus on the range, okay? 4, make sure your full foot is on your stool or your bed or your step. That means your heel is completely, fully on that platform. Okay, that's really important, not hanging off the edge or off the back, okay? Yes, let's go get this. Keep it nice and tall. 5, down, up, up, back. 5, yes. Heading into the back end. 6, keeping it nice and tall. Whew. Keeping it dynamic, like the first set of work. 7, drop, lift, lift. 7, feeling the fatigue kick in, right? And the heart rate rise. Come on, back, boom. Whoo, balance is working. 9, down, up, up. 9. Final rep, stay with it. Back, drop, lift, switch. Back, drop, switch, and up. Notice we started our program for the lower body here with a dynamic squat. We finished with dynamic lunges. And in between is a lot of isolation work, so it's a beautiful combination, like a sandwich, for your lower body. Lots of challenges for isolation and integration of the total body, actually, when we're talking about cardio and strength. So, heart rate is rising, sweat is falling, and we're gonna get ready for, yes, your last and final set of work for your lower body. Stay committed to this program this month, and you will see the differences from week 1 to week 4 and how you develop that strength, that endurance because of the deficit work that we're doing, okay? So stick with it. It's the best thing to do. Consistency is king, much more than intensity. We know this. So stay consistent with this training program. All right, catching my breath, grab your water, grab your towel if you need, and then get your weights or your barbell, okay? So you choose. Come on up, feet hip width apart, full foot on your platform, on your step or on your stool. Shoulders are back and down. Hey, so we've got 10 reps, which is like 20 in total, and then you are done. So give it all you've got. Here we go. Back, down, up, and switch. Down. Yes, focus. This is the one, this is that one set that really counts the most because fatigue is really set in. If you used adequate weight, you are feeling that fatigue. You are feeling like, oh my gosh, my lower body is really, really working here. Remember, the rep range, 10 reps. So you wanna make sure that at the end of this workout, they're not super long, but they are super effective with the proper weight selection. So make sure that you're choosing that weight that's going to challenge you and allow you to succeed at the same time. Let's go. Back, down, up. Let's keep it, come on. Boom, up and down. Yes. So 3 more. 3, down, up, 3. I'll keep going. 2, sink, up. Take a break if you need, but you better do that last rep with me. I'm doing it with you. Let's go. Yep. Last one because we can. Come on. Down, up, back, down, up, done. Done and done. Oh my goodness. So we had single leg focus, we had glute focus, we had dynamic work and deficit work. Our lower body is done. You did amazing. Stick with it this month. You're gonna get stronger and fitter. See you next time.